friend. Starting the timer. Today is day 10. We're in the process of making a change for the better. And we're starting with a 3. Oh yeah. Quick thing to point out, yes, I don't do much of any stretching. Ace, we're doing 10. These first couple sets will be agonizing as I warm up. All right. Joker, John. Happy Sunday, my friend. Sunday. Oh, Saturday, yes. 10. Good money, yes. Still very sore through these first couple sets. Body hasn't fully warmed up yet. 10. Just love the work. I see muscle growth already. It's awesome. Can I ask, since this mainly targets legs, core, chest, are there any exercises for back as well? Yeah, there's plenty. We're doing 10. Yeah, and I get it. This is repetitive, right? There are other exercises that can be done. 10, this is just taking you through my experience, what I physically did to get the size that I did in my journey. We're just copying it, right? That's all we're doing here. We're just copying what I did. 10. And we're doing this exercise just because, you know, in a prison cell, there's not much you can do besides push-ups, body squats, you know, bear crawls, lunges from one end of the room to the next. 10, my friends. Yeah, yes, King Solomon, are you doing the half rep motion with the knee thrust that I add in? No. Those, I'm just blasting them as hard as I can go with knee thrust, you know? It's ballistic movement. I find that keeping it on one side, I get a more intense pump than if I would have alternated. So I just go back and forth that way. 4. Excuse me. All right, so we're 4 minutes in, and I'm just starting to feel loose and warmed up from, this will be my warm up, I would have to say. 2, and that took 8 cards to get there. Good money. 10, my friends. Yes, and well, the first couple sets are hard, right? It's just like all that lactic acid from the day before, it's building up. You got to do it again to release all that. I believe, when I first started incorporating this method, when I was still locked up and doing it for the first time, it was like the first 2 months was the most noticeable change when I did this every day. Eventually, you have to start doing other stuff. But I saw results for the entire 2 months. I'm doing it every day. Already, my everything's changing about me. It's good to sweat. You know what I mean? Like, we're sweating every morning, first thing. We're ramping up our metabolism. Number 3, I think it's easier to lose weight by doing it first thing in the morning. Good job, guys. You're in the process of making a change for the better, all right? This is all progress. Jack, we're doing 10. This is an exercise for discipline. It's not about the numbers. We all have a day one where this is going to be very difficult for us. It's exciting to go through a change. 7, my friend. Let's see. The business finder, he is on day 5 at the moment. I believe it was like the morning of day 7. Is when I got through that hell week bubble of just like, man, this is exhausting as heck. How am I going to continue, We're doing 9. After like the morning of day 7, it felt pretty easy. Well, it was still tough, but I could tell my body was adapting. And that's exactly what I remember as my experience in the prison system. Adapting after all this continuous use without rest, and the body continually changing and adapting. 10. David, awesome workout, brother. I appreciate the support, my friend. Ben, Red Mick. Folly booked tour doing his father's workout. All right, my friends. 10. Good money, guys. Good money. We're just about at 10 minutes in. You are in the process of making a change for the better. 10. We're doing 10. This is all progress. All you have to do is just start. Good money, good money. Now, today's day 10, right? It's day 10. You know, you have to listen to your body, right? Listen to your body. Take your time. Don't let the ego run the show. All right? Now, the ego in itself has taught me a lot when I was just pure, just all about the gains, and no matter the cost of the physical injury I put on my body. The ego gave me injury after injury, but man, that ego is a beast. 10. I look at like ego as just, it taught me a lot. My ego taught me a lot. But it was destructive too. It's like having a chain. There was a chain on my, ankle, and it was attached to this ball, this ego monster. I still have a pretty big ego, but I try to recognize when it creeps its ugly face around, and I put it back in its place. The ego don't do nothing good for you. Ace, it's destructive. I've got hurt many times from ego-driven workouts. 10. But I gotta tell you, ego-driven workouts are fun, right? They're fun in themselves, so there's something to be learned from it, because it's still an experience. 2. Yes, my friend, I am doing anaflex. Yes, I'm doing half reps. A half reps keep the tension on one muscle group the entire time, building up the pump, instead of going into a full range of motion and then releasing that pump. I don't want to release that pump. I want to build it up every time. It just creates quicker muscle development. 2, we're doing 2. All right, 13 minutes in. 6. Right. Yeah, there's this big discussion, right, about all the real scientific guys out there. They're talking about this method too, right? Ace, we're doing 10, and boy, this one guy hits me up yesterday, and he's like, I should report you for disinformation. I'm like, what? He's like, it's been proven you have to do the partial rep at the very, very end. That's the only way. And I'm like, dude, chill out. This is my experience here. My experience was not through, these scientific studies. My experience was on the prison yard from men who are never going home teaching this method. And we use it from the very get-go, not at the end of the set. It only works because you're using the half rep method, period. Just because it's at the end of the set, that's great. Yes, it's still gonna work. But the reason why you're seeing extra growth is because the half rep method. So why not just start off with it, right? That's the part that's causing all the growth. Just start off with it from the start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I'm not saying there's any right way of doing it. I'm just talking about how I noticed the most growth. Because I had time. I had plenty of time in that prison cell to experiment, right? To see what worked on my body. And what worked on my body was what everybody else was already doing. The half rep. Keeping the tension on one muscle group from the very get-go. Just building up that pump, building up that pump. Once that pump becomes so much that you have to stop, that's when you go into the full range of motion rep to release the pump. And then you can still continue knocking out a couple more reps in that full range of motion before dropping back to what works. The half rep range of motion. 5. Now, I don't care about these studies. These studies are fantastic, I think, to educate the public in any which way possible. But if you're going to use a study to puff out your chest and just like belittle other men, saying, "Oh, I'm right because this study says so," I ain't got time for that, dude. I'm sure there's some fantastic studies. I'm sure there are. I just know what works for me and the other guys in prison. That's all. I'm just passing along the knowledge that works in my own experience. I'm not reading it from a book. I just know what works, okay? 5. And when I talk about this, I'm talking about my own experience. I ain't ever gonna say what I'm doing is better than what you're doing. No, I am not that guy. Because if you're doing anything at all, that's progress, man. You're in motion. You know, you're there trying to better yourself. Last thing I ever want to see is you belittle another man for trying. Telling them that they're stupid because you read something. That's the ego. The ego, right? I was just talking about. It holds back. It doesn't let you progress and actually free yourself. It's chains. The ego is chains. It holds you down from actually, you just have to be, man. Don't let these urges drive us. You know, because I'm a raging addict, you know. I've done, you know, I got track marks from my heroin use, you know. I have killed myself over and over again with drugs, addiction. It's because I had no discipline. I had no discipline. 8. Everybody sees, you know, they see the fit guy. They're like, "Oh, I want the muscles." Well, nobody understands. It takes the self-discipline. The really self-discipline. You gotta fine-tune yourself. You're thinking, because it's you against you. Your worst enemy is looking right at you in your face every day when you look in the mirror. It could be your worst enemy, the way you think, or it could be your best friend, all right? You have to be positive, right? Positive, because only you are gonna cause change for yourself. 8, you have to take control of your life. That's all this is. We are 20 minutes in. Check this out. Whoa. Boy, we are making way. Making way. I love this visual, right? I have to say we're a little bit more than halfway. Check that out, turn. I love it when the high cards come up. Good money, right? All right, 6. You're doing great, all right? Remember, don't let your ego drive the workout, all right? Take your time, everything's progress. 6. Oh yes, King Solomon. We could talk for days, right? King, we're gonna do 10. 10. And for anyone who's wondering, I know there's been a couple comments lately about this chair. Well, Mom brought me over a couple zip ties and a roll of tape. So we're gonna fix that. 4. Here we go. Good money, good money. Good money, gentlemen. Eddie, you got work in 3 hours, right? Should you stay up or should you sleep, right? Well, what is it? Little tricks, right? It's like if you can catch a nap, like a 30-minute nap, 45-minute nap, right where you're on that border of REM sleep, where you're gonna get that pituitary gland release of your, your hormones. It's beneficial if you can take a little nap directly after your workout. Yeah, I believe it's a growth hormone release. Your pineal gland, right? 3. Now I'm just talking. I gotta question myself. All right. 7, my friends. Hey, Larry. Hello, John Conway. Oh, I got a question, Jesse. All right. Let's see. You look like One Punch Man guy. Haven't seen him. Let's see, 7. You're doing great, guys, all right? Just, it's about keeping this up. Keeping it up, right? Hello, gentlemen. All right. It's about keeping this up for a duration of 30 days, right? Because we're trying to create a habit. We want our body to get used to this like little adrenaline rush in the morning, right? 9. Trying to keep it a nice, easy workout so we don't overdo ourselves and get burned out. Because it's going to be more beneficial to keep going for the entire 30 days instead of getting discouraged and turn it off. All right, good job, everyone. Oh, Boomer, need pricing for a t-shirt size 3X. All right, will do. I'll get back to you on that. I gotta tell Christy that we need more sizes. All right. My friends, I appreciate all your support. Let's do 10. Now there's a, I'll get these guys too, right? So the guy that was irking me the other day, he's like, oh yeah, it's proven in the study that you have to go slow on the partial. Yeah, I get it, Slow, any movements build strength, I get it. But it doesn't build the pump. You gotta go these little quick reps to build that pump in the partial range of motion. That's like you're doing a plank, it's different. They're different. One's not better than the other, it's just different. So if you want to increase the hardness of it, make it more hard on yourself, go slower, right? You will get stronger, okay? But just personally speaking, I see more growth when doing this pump. But yes, slowing down any motion is going to make it harder. That is true. Eights. Look at this, guys. Check that out. We're getting there. Yeah, my legs are lit. I'm sure yours are too. Let's see, comments got stuck. There's a lot of great comments. Eight. I love the discussion between everyone. There's a lot of guys in there helping each other out. 8. Good money. Yeah, I really like how everybody helps each other in the comment section. We look after one another. Giving each other their experiences with whether it be losing weight or gaining strength. I appreciate y'all helping each other. 10. We're doing 10. Good money. We are at 28 minutes, so we are doing a nice easy pace today, right? 3. I like it. Let's see. Jason Clay, you're getting stronger every day. Heck yeah, man. My friends, that's what it's about. Good money. Yeah. You know what? I mean, this whole time I've been talking about this experience of how I got big, and all my other workouts really, they've just been for my own enjoyment, But going through the actual steps that I took from the get-go, I'm feeling it. 10. Yes, good money. Oh, whew. Gotta get some of that good vibration. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. 9. Good money, good money, good money. Yes. Way to start your Saturday. That's right, John Conway. My friends. 7, my friends. Gino, what's up? All right, 7. 7. Yes, we're doing great. 30 minutes in, 31 minutes in, check this out. We did all that. That's fantastic. Nice pace, control your breathing. We are almost there. 6. Good money. Good money. 10, my friends. You're doing great. Stay positive with your workout. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 after this 10. Left to go. Let's see, I think, King Solomon, he said, the gentleman named here, King Solomon, he was asking about making them easier, right? I suggested using a rubber band anchored up high, but you know what? You could use anything. You can use a rope or anything to give yourself that little extra, support. Sorry guys, I just wanted to say it while it was on my mind. 6. Good money. All right. So I want you to evaluate your body aches and pains too, right? So like if you're getting a particular ache in your lower back, you probably need to adjust your posture, right? Try and stand up a little more straighter. We got to be aware of what our body is telling us. 3. A lot of times, if I'm doing push-ups off an elevated surface and I overarch my back like that, I'll get pain there too. So we all got to be aware of what we're doing. 9. Our body, just listen to it. Good job. Good job. 'Cause it's not a one and done game, right? We're making a change here. This has to be maintainable. Joker, we're doing 10. We're doing 10, guys. Keep up the good work. Good money. All right. We're at the last card. Last card, guys. Ready? 4. Nice and clean, guys. All right, we're at 35 minutes.